Put on the seatbelt. Turn on the lights. Hey everybody, this is John Vogel. I am the creator of the comic strip Skiter, which you can read at skittercomic.com. I'm in my car driving home. I haven't done one of these, what I call Drivecasts, in a long while, probably over a year, because I hadn't been able to find a decent microphone setup. But recently I discovered these lapel microphones that actually plug into your cell phone, iPhone in my case, and it seems to work pretty good. What I thought I'd do differently this time is pair up this audio with time-lapse video of me drawing a Skiter comic strip. I'm planning on posting those to the Skiter Patreon. That'll be at patreon.com. Patreon is spelled patreon.com/Skiter, Skitter. The video paired up with this audio will be a perk for my Patreon backers. Anyway, so what's happened since the last time I did one of these, which is about a year and a half, I think. Maybe even 2 years, I don't know. A lot has happened, but the biggest development is that I set up a green screen studio so I can video myself drawing, and it's me there. It'll be me there. It'll be like I'm sitting there, and behind me is the drawing that I'm drawing, because I'll be green screened out. I did a test a couple weekends ago with my daughter Luna. We just stuck her in front of the camera, in front of the green screen, and just had her do cute things. I tested out some of the audio, tested out some of the video, the lighting and stuff like that, learned a little bit, figured out how to actually green screen, which is actually super easy in Premiere. All you do is just say, I want that green to be green screened. I want to drop that green out. So the next weekend I actually recorded myself drawing a comic strip. I split that into 2 videos. The first part will be just the penciling, and the second part will be actual rendering of the pencils. So the inking, the coloring, and shading and stuff like that. The problem... Oh, there's a train coming. I'm going under an underpass. There's a train. The problem, though, was... Well, there were 2 problems. One, my lighting wasn't all that great. And 2, the audio was really, really bad. In my basement is also the central air, so that you could hear the hum of the central air, the droning of the central air through the entire video, and that really sucks. So it kind of ruined it a little bit. But before I actually grab another video of me drawing another Skiter comic strip, I need to work out the sound situation. So I ended up buying a professional microphone with a I don't know what you call it, a stand or some sort of tripod-ish situation where the microphone kind of sticks out and goes. I can put it next to myself, and the cable will go all the way back to the camera. So that should get me some better audio of myself, of my voice. But also, I bought a soundproof blanket. This big. I haven't really opened it up and draped it out or anything, but I think it's about 7 feet by 7 feet or something like that. And I'm gonna hook that up along the ceiling, and drape that down, and that will be like a barrier between where I'm recording and my central air. So hopefully that'll drown out, that'll muffle out some of the sound from the heater / air conditioner. We'll find out. I bought all the equipment. I got some of it still coming. The thing that I can hang it from the ceiling with. I got this track that I can hang it with. And I got a couple more lights. I got 2 more lights to help fill in what was a little bit too dark, and it should be pretty cool. And that I intend to just put on YouTube as a sort of promotional thing. I'm going to do those as like promotional things because it's going to take a lot of work to get that done, to get those done. And if I'm going to do that much work, I want the world to see that, you know. So I'm going to be, those will be free, and you'll be able to see them on the Skiter YouTube channel. I'm on the highway right now, so it's kind of noisy, getting noisier. At least it seems like it's getting noisier to me. You might hear cars going by. And so that should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. Luna's looking forward to doing videos as well. She wants to be she's almost 5. She's getting close to 5, but she wants to be a YouTube gamer. She's really interested in playing video games and recording herself playing video games and being on the camera and stuff. We'll get to that later. I don't know how to get to that. I don't know how to do that stuff yet, how to grab video off of a gaming system or off of a phone or whatever. But so what else? Recently, SpinWiz Comics, they've included Skiter amongst their lineup of comics. Most of the comics they have are like comic book format. Mine is comic strip, so it's a little out of place, but you know, it might work out anyway. But anyway, so if you want to check it out there, it's at spinwizcomics.com. SPINWHIZCOMICS.com. I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. I'm happy to join SpinWiz. And what else? Oh, and in tragedies, I've been making my own comic books at home, printing them out. Printing them on my own printer, cutting the pages, folding them, stapling them all together, and I got 5 issues of Skiter. They're like mini comics. They're about, I don't know, 3 inches by 2.5 or so. I'm not quite sure what the dimensions are, but they're little tiny comic books. And I got 5 issues put together. I'm still working on the 5th one. I got them all printed, but I haven't collated them yet. Anyway, it's doing it by hand it makes it really, really cheap, but it's a lot of work, and I gotta, you know, spend time cutting these things. I have a cutter, a paper cutter thing. I have to, you know, organize all the pages. I gotta fold them, staple them, you know, and then I do this thing where I wrap about 10 issues together in paper towel, and so I have little packs of 10. And I put them on the floor in the basement, and I put a board across all of them, and then I put 45-pound dumbbells on top of them, and just leave them there on the floor in the basement to kind of flatten them out. Because when I first staple them, they're open. They don't want to close. They're like the letter L. They're kind of this L shape or a V shape. So to make them fold together and close, I just basically compress them for about a week or more under a board under like 90 pounds of weight, and that works pretty good. So I did some of that recently. I did 50 comic books. I put them all together, spent hours staple them all together and stuff, and then I put them under the board, went to sleep. The next morning I woke up and there was a small flood in the basement. A bunch of water leaked in and destroyed every single one of them. They're all destroyed. 50 comic books up in smoke, and that really sucked. Luckily it was none of the issue 5. It was some extras of the issues 1 and 2, and I have lots of those, but man, that was a bummer to go down in the basement and find that. I have pictures I could show you. Maybe I'll include one in the video version of this podcast, and but yeah, that was kind of heartbreaking to see all that effort go to nothing. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. I don't have a whole lot else to say, and I think the drawing is almost done, if not finished. I guess I'll end with, if you want to keep in touch and see more Skiter comic strips regularly, they come out every Tuesday and Thursday. You can either read them on the website, which is skittercomic.com, or you can follow on Twitter at Skitter Comic, or you can follow on Facebook, which is, I think, Skitter_comic. Or the best place to follow would be, in my opinion, on Instagram. It's Skitter Comic there as well. The reason I like Instagram is there's a format there where I can display a comic strip one panel at a time. You see the first one right up front, but then you swipe and you see the next panel, and you swipe again, you see the next panel until you get to the end. The reason I like it so much is because you can't see the ending, and there's a nice surprise that way. The joke kind of hits you with a little bit more impact that way. So I would highly recommend, if you want to follow on Instagram. Interacting on social media is really, really important. So please follow in any one of those social media outlets, or all of them if you'd like. And if you want to help out, if you want to help Skitter, just like and share everything that comes out. Anyway, it's been great. Hope you like this Drivecast. And I'll talk to you later.
Burger.